In an IMYC school not so far from you, Year 8 are performing a play they wrote for their teachers and parents. It's all about the nature of life and captures what they've loved learning about this term. In a few years' time, these students will be performing roles on a world stage as doctors, marine biologists, athletes or human rights lawyers. These students need to develop the right knowledge, skills and understanding to be successful. This is why the IMYC encourages their teachers to start with the question, what kind of people do we want our students to develop into? And allow the answer to guide their learning design. The curriculum is designed specifically to engage and develop the teenage brain.
The IMYC has encouraged me to take more risks and do bigger things in life and school.
I think the thing that I enjoy most about the IMYC is going to the launch events, because they always do something that's exciting and new that we haven't done before, and it's just a fun way of us being able to learn it rather than sitting down in a lesson and being taught about it. I think we learn a lot more because we enjoy it a lot more, so we're going to listen to what they're saying.
It's a rigorous curriculum that makes learning the star of the show. The units, interlinked by a concept called the Big Idea, have their own subject, personal and international learning goals to help students gain the knowledge, skills and understanding they need for future success.
And it seemed to me that the IMYC was something with its focus on knowledge, understanding, skills, something that would really support what we were trying to do as a school. And some of those wider soft skills that are so important to our students who are perhaps going to be working in careers that we don't even know what they are at the moment.
The IMYC is a philosophy, pedagogy and process that can be adapted to fit the circumstances of the school. It's about planning for and making sure of continuous learning improvement for students, teachers and schools. It allows teachers to do what they love and are good at.
I know what's happening in science, I know what's happening in geography, and I know what's happening in English. And that enables students and teachers to make the link. So students link their learning, but the teachers also link up. And it provides a much more efficient and effective curriculum.
The IMYC is more than just a set of subject activities. It is a transformative and broad curriculum. It builds a culture and community focused on inspiring and engaging students and supporting their learning needs. Learning happens everywhere, in school, at home and even on vacation, as students take responsibility for their own learning.
Adam would be coming home and asking why we bothered to do this, what's this about, and being able to link it all together and to try and see a broader perspective and how it's part of life generally. His learning has been really useful.
Many schools across the globe are already enjoying the benefits of the IMYC, and we're really pleased to welcome you to our international learning community. By following a curriculum that has specifically been designed to meet the needs of the adolescent, schools and teachers can create learning experiences that truly prepare students for the next stage of their learning.
The IMYC has certainly got us thinking about how we engage learners. We're always thinking about that as teachers, but I think it's made us partly in formal ways build in opportunities that we wouldn't have had.
Students of the IMYC understand how the curriculum design benefits their learning.
And we find out a lot of lessons that we learn about similar things, and it allows us to create this big idea, and it's easy for us to remember a lot of the things that we do learn because we link them together.
With this explicit understanding, they know they are more prepared for life.
One of the most important skills I think we've learned through the IMYC is reflecting, and this is a really important skill throughout all of life because we need to look at what we've done and see how we can improve it later. So when we're in a job, we need to look at how we've structured that day and think, how are we going to do that again and do it tomorrow and do it even better than before.
IMYC, Process of Learning. We launch every IMYC unit with an exciting and creative whole year entry point or launch event. The aim is to get students engaged with the big idea and to set the scene for the learning that's coming up in their subjects. The Knowledge Harvest is a chance for me to ask students what they know, what they think they know, and what they want to find out about the subject concept I've planned for them to learn about in the unit. The IMYC provides subject-specific learning activities designed to help students to reach the learning goals for that particular unit. Research activities are created in an enquiry-based way, so students discover things for themselves under my watchful eye. The recording activities help students to process and present their research in ways that tap into their different strengths and interests, such as art, writing, music, design, digital life. Reflective journaling is the next activity in a unit. Using the journaling questions, students make personal meaning of what they learn, which protects against the pruning of new connections so prevalent in the adolescent brain. Gaining knowledge, skills and understanding are all different learning experiences, so the IMYC teaches and assesses each differently. Most critical is that the IMYC assessment for learning programme and rubrics helps me to track my students' skills progress over time. The Exit Point or Media project is a combined project that allows students to further explore a subject they find interesting. After reviewing and reflecting, students showcase their own ideas on the subject and personal learning and links to the big idea to teachers, peers and parents. It allows me to re-engage many of my students that have disengaged with learning and to, as we jokingly call it, find their on button. The process is really inspiring and exciting because it showcases all the learning that's been happening. The students love it, and teachers can really see the progress in developing understanding every learner has made.